Hello again, folks. We are now going to make the mold spray, the all-natural shower cleaner. This mold spray you can put on and use it to soak in and then rinse it away as a cleaner. You could just spray it on and walk away, let it soak in on its own, and next person who showers will be walking away. It's really not slick, but if slickness is something of a concern for you, I would definitely go ahead and turn the shower on when you're done, or just use a straight vinegar spray rinse and make sure it's all out and there's not anything in the shower that anybody could slip on. I'm using a half recipe on this one, actually more like a 3/4 recipe, because I'm just going to do a sampling of different spots in our filthy garage shower so you can tell how each one of these different 3 natural cleaners work. And I already have my water poured in, so now I'm going to pour in my vinegar. Handy dandy funnel. You really need one of these if you're going to be doing your own homemade cleaners a lot. They're just a couple of dollars, or that one, it was a first set. And that way you have an easy way to be pouring things into your bottles and you're not losing the liquid or messing up your recipe. Most of my home cleaning recipes are tweaked a little bit as you go. The measurements are a guideline. You might decide if you're not a little too thick or too thin, or you prefer one of the ingredients, think it has more cleaning power than another, and you want to amp it up, and that's fine. But I like to try to get the measurements as close as possible, or you spill, you're not sure how much you spilled. So I'm putting in my vinegar. I'm going to go ahead and take my funnel out and swish that around just a little bit. Now comes the fun part of children are helping you. It's always great to let children help make these cleaning products. It's a skill they will learn and use the rest of their life. And because you're not using store-bought types of materials, there's nothing that's going to hurt them unless you do have an allergy to something. And it's a great time where you can talk about why you're using the natural cleaners, why they work, and the dangers of using store-bought cleaners with the chemicals in them, and hopefully do some habit training, as Charlotte Mason, my favorite homeschool philosopher, would have said, that will last them the rest of their life. They can grow up knowing how to make them. It will become second nature. That's how they will use them. They won't get lazy and buy something from the store just because it's quicker when they have their own place. Now, putting the baking soda into the vinegar is, of course, going to make it bubble and fizz, and tends to make a mess. And you sometimes lose some of your water and vinegar. I wish I had a bigger spray bottle for this, but I do not. Lots of times when I make this, I'll make it in a jug, which is a great idea, but my jug was not yet empty. And all my other ones have been used for turning water out to my coop because there's something wrong with my barn water line. So you might need to pour in some little extra bits of your water, mostly your vinegar, be what I'd be worried about. I would do this in my sink, but I don't have quite the lighting there. So I'm going to pour this in, and we'll go ahead and pour it in, kind of sift it slowly. Oh, there went a big clump. Through the funnel, because it will clog. Try to do it little by little, so if it fizzes up, you're not losing so much all at once. My funnel's clogging up a bit. See, it's stuck a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and try to just move it in slowly with my finger out of the funnel's top instead of my big measuring cup, because I will lose less of it that way. One, you don't want to waste money, and two, you might need just a pinch or two more of baking soda for some other project or kitchen baking thing that you were doing, and you won't have any because you were wasteful. I'm saying as it starts to fall out the side. You're going to miss some, that's inevitable. Just try to minimize how much you're wasting. I'm not getting too much of a fizz. If you can see it here, there is fizzing going on, but nothing has fizzed over yet. And that's the good thing about using a big jug, even if you're only making a smaller amount, because the fizz will hopefully be contained and you'll lose less of your ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and keep moving my baking soda in here. And when I get all the baking soda in, I'm going to give it some shakes once I get the lid screwed back on. Typically I shake it with it on, but I leave it a little loose. But I suppose that might happen. I just found that way seems to work best for me. Okay, so now I have all of my all-natural shower cleaner mold spray in. Yeah, getting some more fizzing now. Give it some shakes and let it settle for a bit before I screw the lid on. Now I'm going to screw it on tight so I can vigorously shake for about 30 seconds. And sometimes when this happens, the kids might enjoy this as well, and as right now, it will fizz up more and it'll drip out. And it's pretty full of air right now. The top, more than the bottom. There's more spray coming out. So when that happens, and it often does, Just go ahead. If you could hear the sound they're releasing, it's kind of like if you opened a can of pop, and that'll get rid of some of the extra air. Go ahead, give it some more shakes. You want it mixed thoroughly. And more coming out because the air is pushing it. So release the air again. Maybe do it a third time, but it seems like everything's combined now because the bottle's all cloudy.